Now, Terry, still with you now here. What do you make of the latest Newspoll? As I explained, it's showing real trouble spots for Labor in Victoria and New South Wales. How much of a concern do you think this will be to the Albanese government?
Well, I'd be very surprised, Caroline, if the Labor government's private polling is actually showing anything different. That the thing about this Newspoll analysis that the Australian has done is it's showing that Labor is losing support right across the board with women, with particularly that 35-49 age group, the mortgage belt Australians. So the older Australians, yes, they tend to favour Conservatives in the coalition, but younger Australians are also coming back towards the right, although not in sufficient numbers. Look, I think the reality is that if Labor is thinking that it is going to win majority government in whenever it is, March or April, is my prediction, they're dreaming. They're absolutely dreaming. I mean, I think the best result for them is a weak minority government, and there's actually a chance of a coalition boil over because when the coalition hits 40% in New South Wales and it's knocking on the door of 40% consistently nationally, that's getting into a winning position.
Well, look, I hope you're right, because I think what could be worse than this Labor government is a minority government with the Greens or the Teals. But Michael, the polling also shows that the Greens have shed younger voters to Labor, and the minor party is struggling to rebuild the support it enjoyed at the last election. How much of that do you put down to the Greens' stance on the Middle East?
Well, that's the encouraging news in this Newspoll, Caroline, that their support is down. What would you expect from a person whose thesis was on Soviet jurisprudence? That's Adam Bandt. Adam Bandt has changed the environmental, climate change Green Party into a keffiyeh-wearing bunch of Marxists. And I think a lot of Australians, including young Australians, think he's gone a bridge too far. So we saw them go down in their support in the New South Wales council elections, in the ACT and Queensland state elections. Let's hope that process continues. I think it will in Queensland at the federal election. That may benefit Labor slightly. But the Libs have to get more than 50-50 in Victoria and New South Wales if they're going to win. I think the Teals here are very well dug in, and in New South Wales. And you're right that Australia has a bad government at the moment, but it could get worse with a Teals Greens minority government in alliance with Albo, or probably his successor, Tanya Plibersek, because if he loses 12 seats, he'll probably be dumped.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's going to be very hard for him to hold on, but it's very much a case of be careful what you wish for in some respects.